All right, so we're recording. So three, two, one. So hi everybody, this is Sommy, business strategist for real estate agents and lifestyle coach. In today's interview, we are going to talk about how realtors moved through adversity, especially throughout 2020 when no one has gone through a pandemic. So I have Julius here. I'm so excited to interview him. He is from Nevada, you said?
Yeah, yeah, I'm from Reno,
Awesome.
Nevada, up here in the northern Nevada area. Some
Cool.
people get them confused with like Vegas and whatnot, but no, they're 8 hours apart. So
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Awesome, cool. So we've got Julius from Nevada, and he's going to share his experience. And I love having him on because he's actually a newer agent. So we get to see his perspective of how he moved through 2020, starting his business, taking on clients, and then really having to pivot with being in person to moving into a digital space. So, Julius, tell me how it was for you starting out.
yeah. So I got started in December of 2019. I'm coming up on well, I still got a whole year left to hit that 2 year mark. But even as my first year, it's not a significant amount that I've closed, but 5 deals was enough for me, right? So yeah, we'll probably dive deeper into that here when we go through the.
Definitely. So what month did you start?
Yeah, so I started in December is when I got licensed and I
Mhm.
joined a bigger office. During that time, I was able to close a couple deals there, and then later on down the road, I switched to a different office.
December 2019 was kind of when nobody was aware of what was going on, and then January and February, we kind of heard about what was going on, and then March, it was like a full-blown, we're
Mhm.
going through a pandemic, and nobody had a backup plan. They didn't have any systems and processes in place, and we've never been through a pandemic before. So you just started your real estate career. It went from traditional prospecting, doing the door knocking, cold calling, to now everyone's got to stay at home inside, and you still managed to close 5 deals. How did you pivot so quickly? Like, what were the first initial things that you started to work on?
Yeah, so in my initial 2 months, I started to realize business wasn't going to be immediate, right? And that's a lot of things that I would advise newer agents is this thing takes time. We're not building, tomorrow business. I mean, in essence, we kind of are, but we're playing for long term. I had to find that out because I came from a typical 8 to 5 where I had to, there's just that consistency and stuff. But after learning in 2 months that that's not how it is, you kind of have to have a mind shift there. I think
Let's
getting
touch on
control.
that. Let's touch on
Yeah.
that a little bit. You were talking about mind shift. So, we were talking a little bit earlier, and I said it's so true because some people start off with an employee mindset where they're clocking in, clocking out, and then they're able to just turn off and shut off their mind and do things that they enjoy like hobbies. But then you go into real estate and you realize that you are the business. Now you're the face of your business, and there is no 9 to 5, right? There's so much different things that you have to do at different times. So what was the mindset shift that you had to make, and how did you do
Yeah.
that?
Well, one of the things that I realized is that the amount of time that you're putting into something is what you're going to get out of it. And so when I really sat down and realized why things aren't moving is when I realized like I'm not doing anything.